Travis Kelce's mom gets so emotional watching Taylor Swift say yes to Travis. The crisp autumn air swirled around the lush gardens of a private estate in Kansas City. The golden leaves crunched underfoot as Donna Kelce, wrapped in a deep burgundy shawl, looked around the breathtaking setup. Twinkling fairy lights hung from the trees, casting a warm glow over the candlelit pathway that led to the heart of the garden. The scent of roses filled the air, a tribute to Taylor Swift's favorite flowers. Donna had always dreamed of this moment for her son, but she never imagined it would feel so overwhelming. She clutched her hands together, her heart thudding in anticipation. Travis had confided in her weeks ago that he was planning to propose, and now, as the night unfolded, she felt an almost unbearable mixture of pride, joy, and nostalgia. A soft murmur rippled through the small gathering of close friends and family as Travis emerged, dressed in a tailored navy blue suit. His eyes sparkled with excitement, and a small, nervous grin played on his lips. The towering NFL star, who could stare down the fiercest defenders without flinching, now looked like a man in the presence of something far more terrifying, true love. Then, the moment everyone had been waiting for arrived. Taylor Swift appeared at the entrance of the garden, led by one of the estate's attendants. She wore a flowing white gown that shimmered in the dim light, her golden curls cascading over her shoulders. Her eyes widened as she took in the scene, the flickering candles, the string quartet playing softly in the background, the intimate magic of the night. Travis took a deep breath, his hands trembling slightly as he reached into his pocket. Donna's eyes welled up. This was it. This was the moment. Taylor walked forward. Her heart pounding. She had suspected something special was in the works, but this was beyond anything she had ever imagined. Travis reached for her hand, his thumb gently brushing against her palm. "Taylor," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "From the moment I met you, my life changed. You showed me love in a way I never thought possible. You make every moment feel like a song, one I never want to end." Taylor bit her lip, already fighting tears. "I don't need a fairy tale," he continued. "Because every day with you feels real. And that's all I ever want. So." He dropped to one knee, the glittering diamond ring catching the candlelight. "Will you marry me?" For a moment, there was silence. The world seemed to pause. Taylor gasped, one hand flying to her mouth. Tears shimmered in her blue eyes as she looked down at the man she loved more than words could express. Then, through a choked laugh, she whispered the word that sent the entire gathering into a frenzy. "Yes." Applause erupted as Travis slipped the ring onto her finger, and in one sweeping motion, he lifted her into his arms, spinning her around in pure joy. Donna Kelce could no longer hold back her tears. She covered her mouth, her heart bursting with happiness. Her son had found the one. The woman who matched his energy, his kindness, his passion for life. She had watched him grow from a playful little boy into the strong, compassionate man before her now, and she knew in her soul that Taylor was his perfect match. Jason Kelce, standing beside her, nudged her gently. "Mom, you're crying," he teased, though his own eyes were glistening. Donna let out a laugh, wiping at her cheeks. "Oh, hush. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment." Travis and Taylor stood at the center of it all. Locked in a long embrace, whispering sweet promises of forever. The night was alive with celebration, the music swelling, champagne glasses clinking, and laughter echoing into the autumn sky. As Donna looked around at the joy radiating from everyone, she knew this wasn't just a night to remember, it was the beginning of a love story that would stand the test of time. Title: The Moment That Changed Everything. It was a chilly autumn afternoon when Donna Kelce, a woman known for her grace and strength, found herself in a bustling stadium in Kansas City. The air was thick with anticipation. Fans packed the stands, their voices a chorus of excitement as the Kansas City Chiefs prepared for yet another game. But for Donna, today wasn't about football. Today, her son, Travis Kelce, would take the field, her pride and joy, the son who had grown from a little boy playing catch in their backyard to one of the most celebrated tight ends in the NFL. Donna had always been there for him, through every touchdown, every loss, every injury. She was his rock, the person who reminded him of where he came from and who he truly was. But today, something was different. Today, her heart was torn between the thrill of seeing her son play and the excitement of a new chapter in his life, one that had started to unfold in the most unexpected way. Over the past few months, the media had gone wild with rumors about Travis and the pop sensation, Taylor Swift. Donna had heard the whispers, seen the headlines. She had heard about their public outings, their shared moments at games, and how the world seemed to be captivated by their chemistry. But Donna wasn't one to jump to conclusions. She had raised Travis to be humble, grounded, and to value his privacy. She hadn't met Taylor yet, but she had heard good things, and she had a feeling that this connection was more than just a fleeting romance. Still, Donna's heart was filled with both hope and uncertainty. What if this was just a phase? What if it ended up hurting Travis? She knew her son had been through his fair share of ups and downs in relationships, but this felt different. And so, as she sat in the luxury box, her eyes scanned the field, but her mind kept drifting back to her son's personal life. She was happy for him, but a part of her was nervous. What if Taylor didn't understand the world of professional football? What if she didn't understand how much it meant for Travis to give his all to the game? Her thoughts were interrupted when her phone buzzed. It was a text from her friend, Kathy, who was also in the stadium. "Travis looks great tonight, but I'm hearing Taylor might be coming to the game." Donna's heart skipped a beat. Taylor Swift? At the game? She quickly typed a response. "Really? Oh my gosh, this is it. She's coming tonight?" Kathy replied almost instantly. "Yes. They say she's in a suite with him. Can you imagine?" Donna couldn't help but smile. Her son had always been someone who commanded attention, but this was a whole new level. She felt a rush of emotions, pride, excitement, curiosity, and yes, a bit of nervousness. She had never imagined that one day her son would be linked to one of the most famous women on the planet. The game started, and Donna watched Travis with a fierce intensity. He was in his element, performing as only he could. Every catch, every block, every touchdown felt like a victory not just for him, but for her too. She was watching her son live his dream, and she couldn't have been prouder. But then something unexpected happened. Midway through the game, the camera cut to a luxury box high above the field. The crowd erupted in applause as Taylor Swift appeared on the screen, waving to the fans. Donna's breath caught in her throat. There she was, standing in the suite, her smile as radiant as ever. But it wasn't just Taylor's presence that made Donna's heart race. It was the sight of her son, Travis, standing beside her, looking like the happiest man alive. He leaned over, whispered something in Taylor's ear, and she laughed, her hand resting gently on his arm. The stadium seemed to go silent, and Donna's heart began to race. It was a moment that felt too intimate for everyone to witness, yet it felt like the entire world was watching. For the first time, Donna truly understood what it meant for her son to be in a relationship with someone like Taylor Swift, someone whose life was always in the public eye, whose every move was scrutinized. The camera zoomed in on their faces, capturing the pure joy that radiated between them. Taylor's eyes were filled with affection, and Travis's smile was wider than Donna had ever seen it before. It was a look that spoke volumes. There was something undeniable between them, something real. And then it happened. Travis took a deep breath, and as the game progressed, he began to focus on something far more important than football. He was waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect time. Donna could feel it in the air, the electricity, the anticipation. Everyone in the stadium seemed to sense that something extraordinary was about to unfold. With the game winding down, and the Chiefs having secured their win, Travis, as if in slow motion, took off his helmet, waved to the crowd, and headed straight for the suite where Taylor was sitting. The cameras followed his every move, capturing the moment that would change everything. Donna's heart pounded in her chest. She could see her son walking with a purpose, his eyes locked on Taylor. She watched as they shared a quiet moment, a brief conversation, before Travis turned to face the cameras. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box. The world held its breath. Travis dropped to one knee. Donna gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. Was this really happening? Was her son, the man she had raised, the boy who had once scraped his knee learning how to play football, actually about to ask one of the most famous women in the world to marry him? The stadium held its breath. The crowd roared in the background, but for Donna, everything felt like it was happening in slow motion. Taylor's face was a mix of surprise and joy. She looked down at Travis, her eyes filled with love and admiration. And then, Taylor Swift, yes, Taylor Swift, the global superstar, smiled, and with tears welling up in her eyes, she nodded. She said, yes. Donna's emotions overwhelmed her. Tears streamed down her face as she watched her son, the man she had watched grow and mature, make this bold, beautiful, and life-changing decision. She had always known Travis would make an incredible partner, but seeing it in front of her, on this grand stage, was something she would never forget. For a moment, Donna sat there, her emotions a whirlwind. She thought about the long nights she had spent worrying about his future, about the ups and downs of his career, and about how hard it had been to let him go out into the world. But now, seeing the love that radiated from him and Taylor, she knew he had found someone who truly understood him, someone who would walk by his side through it all. As the cameras zoomed out, capturing the iconic moment, Donna couldn't help but feel an immense sense of peace. Her son had found his match. And as for her, well, she knew that her life had just changed too. In that instant, she was no longer just the mother of a famous football player. She was part of something far greater. Something filled with love, possibility, and hope. And as she wiped away the tears, she whispered to herself, I couldn't be prouder.